These are Melissa and Bob. They are comment about the test questions.
Bob, I went well on the questions about the employment of right.
Did you? I bet you didn't go well on the questions about have to and must and negative statements.
Remember that question?
What question?
That one that mentions a factory. It was, the factory started operating now.
Yeah, I remember. It were 3 options and we had to choose the correct one. What option did you choose? I was unsure between the second and the last one, but I think I chose the last one too.
Yeah, that was the correct option.
And about the other question, the church's bells started playing now.
Exactly. The church's bell started playing right now. This was the correct option. Did you get it right?
I sure did.
Now, let's change to that question about have to and must. I didn't understand that question quite well. How did you do in that question?
Did you get that question wrong?
I'm sure I did.
See, the modal must is used only in the present tense with the same meaning as have to. That is, an obligation or necessity. In the other tenses we use only have to, right?
I see.
So, in the present, he must go, for example. Or he has to go. But in the future, we use only have to. He will have to go. In the past, he had to go, and in the present perfect, he has had to go.
I see.
But pay attention to this point. In negative statement, the meaning of have to is different from must. If you say, for example, I have to go to school on Saturdays, and I must go to school on Saturdays, the meaning of both is the same. But if you say, I don't have to go to school on Saturdays, and I mustn't go to school on Saturdays, these have different meanings. When you say, I don't have to go to school on Saturdays, you are expressing a lack of obligation, while in I mustn't go to school on Saturdays expresses an obligation of not going to school on Saturdays. So, the meanings are different.
Now, let's analyze and explain each sentence.
These are Melissa and Bob.
Other example. These are Mary and Anthony.
Note the use of the demonstrative pronoun these in these sentences.
When you refers to more than one person or thing close to you, the expression, they are commenting about their test question.
Here it is important to explain what the preposition about means.
The expression is, they are commenting about their test questions. But it was also possible to say, they are commenting on their test questions. And they are commenting referring to their test questions. So, you conclude that, about, on, and referring to, in this case, have the same meaning, right? And we had a case of possessive adjective, their test questions. See other examples, their goals, their interests. Our problems, your computers, her cell phone, his car, my watch.
I went well. You know that went is the past simple of go. This verb go is a irregular verb. Its past simple is made with a irregular form, went, and its past participle is gone.
How did you go on the question number 5?
I went well on that question.
I went well in the interview yesterday.
Did you notice here, that's not necessary repeating all the sentence. Did you go well in the interview yesterday?
Things that went well or things that went wrong.
I have a good feeling about my test this morning. I think it went well.
Red wine goes well with red meat.
This is an other case. In this case, we have the use of the expression, something goes well with something. Here we highlight the use of with.
Really? We notice in this case the presence of with.
It was one question.
No, it were 2 questions.
No, I'm sure it were 3. We had to choose the correct one.
That means it were 3, and we had to choose among these 3 which one was correct.
What option did you choose?
I chose. Pay attention to the verb in the simple past. Chose.
My car is parked over there.
Your car is parked right over there.
My car is parked over there and my car is parked right over there. What's the difference?
When you say my car is parked right over there, you are emphasizing the place where your car is parked.
I didn't understand that question quite well.
That means you didn't understand the question very well. See, you can say, I didn't understand that question well. But if you want to emphasize this statement, you can say, I didn't understand that question quite well or very well.
I'm sure I did, or I'm secure I did, or I'm certain I did.
must and have to.
We must study English every day, or we have to study English every day.
But in the past tense we use only have to. We had to study English yesterday.
In the past tense, only have to is used. In negative form, have to doesn't have the same meaning as must. See,
I don't have to go to the office on Sundays. The speaker is not being obligated to go to the office on Sundays.
Here is the final of this video. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel,